They had that on the History Channel on how you make money, how they make money. And when they keep showing you the bailout, they just keep showing you them print money. They're printing it just like there's a printer here. They print money. So if that's what's valuable to you, and you give full faith and credit in that, and that's in God you trust, that's your first problem right there. Because one of the things that could be done is that these local places could be creating local currencies. That's something else that the NOONE Project is working to implement. You know, the Ithaca Hours, they have an international currency. They exist on 175 acres of property, and they have their own international currency. So the whole thing is that people have to change. They can't be like the neighbors they are now. They have to be more communal. You have to have a holistic change of thought in order to actually implement success and survival after this whole fiasco that's going on. Because what's going to happen is more people are going to keep losing their jobs. There's no solution for that. And when the bailout and the stimulus package is passed, all that's doing is inflating the money quicker.
Right, that's why everything is up.
Precisely.
And the money's down and the price is up. So in a minute, the resources are going to be scarce.
Precisely.
They already are. You know what I'm saying? So is there a plan that's being implemented to grow food and distribute it evenly amongst members of the NOONE Project?
Right. To understand the NOONE Project real quick, to go into that, we're just going to list the attributes of what it deals with. We got ethereal science, which is religion/philosophy. All societies have their religions that base their laws. So law is the second issue. Okay, politics, defense, military, commerce, economics, education, health, sex, entertainment, food, clothing, shelter, transportation, communication, and energy and technology. Okay, those are the 16 different categories of life that everybody have to deal with, that the NOONE Project deals with. Okay, so what we do in order to implement that is that it's a project that is centered around certain things, which is basing solutions for problems. Okay. We're affiliated with the United Nations in various ways through the United Nations Permanent Forum of Indigenous Issues, different things like that to get projects up on the ground where you can take rural area and create new independent eco-city-states for Aboriginal, Indigenous, Moorish American, national people, whatever. You see, in that category, not necessarily African Americans or blacks, because they wouldn't be able to even make the move in that status to do such a thing. You saw what happened with Black Wall Street. You know, we're in Wall Street in an undisclosed location right now in the heart of the bailout, and this place was doing worse than Black Wall Street, as they say, in Oklahoma. So the potential to have your own flourishing local economies and decentralized, because if you know, at the heart of banking is central banking, which every nation has, and central bankers drain every nation of their assets. That's why the U.S. and everybody who's on Wall Street is scared of nationalization, because they know that then they can't just take funds and do what they want to do with it. Okay, it's regulated. You see, now they asking Obama for a bailout, but Obama and the U.S. had nothing to do with bad mortgages being sold, because a mortgage itself is a debt instrument. That's something else we do at the air level. We can stop a foreclosure like that. You know what I mean? It's been proven and tested. So if you're in foreclosure, you see this, definitely go to the aboriginallawfirm.org, because the bottom line is a mortgage is a debt instrument. Mort means debt. And what happens on a mortgage, it says the mortgagor agrees to be the mortgagee and sell the lender. So you basically said you own the property and you agree to pay somebody else to be a tenant in it. So there's no such thing as owning the property. Like people walk around saying, I own this house. You don't own anything. You're owned. So how can you own anything? Because the instruments you contract will say you're owned. Okay, you're not saying that you're something above it. If you're a U.S. citizen, you are a subject or a consumer of the United States corporation. If you're a U.S. citizen, you see what I'm saying? Not a United States citizen. That's something different. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what it would be with the NOONE Project and the plan. The plan would be to get people within a system that would be independent of any corporate nation state, and allow people who label themselves blacks, Latinos, African Americans, Hispanics, and all of that, because even them, they have the lineage in them. You know what I mean? So the bottom line is that we actually take that process, get the people within the system, and implement something through the NOONE project to where we can move forward to that. So something that we also do is called a dissolution.
Right.
You know,
Explain that.
the dissolution is a document that can actually dissolve debt. That's the attractive part about it. But the realistic part of it is to give you a look through. You got it back in, right? Just to give you all a quick look through. This is the site of the Aboriginal Law Firm. You know, we talked about the NOONE project and all the various different things that you know, we have on the table. How we just in general conversation terms of how we want to implement and move forward with indigenous Aboriginal status, you know, Moorish nationality, using these things to actually use building blocks to better situations for the descendants we're going to leave. That's truly what it's all about. So the first step that anybody would have to take in that direction would be contacting the Aboriginal Law Firm, because what has to take place is the relationship that the natural flesh and blood man and woman has with their corporation soul / i.e. sole proprietor is actually what's making them a slave.